As promised, if you watch Big Al's Big Week video, you'll notice that I do, I mentioned on the last one that I would do, although this video might come out before, I'll be doing a review on Easy Gym, which is the gym that I train in at the moment. Now, I want to state clearly at the beginning, so I don't get in trouble with anyone, YouTube, Easy Gym, whatever, that this is all personal opinion. It's what I think and it's what I've experienced, my interpretation of what I've experienced at the gym that I currently train at. You can't really take them as fact because it's going to be a different experience for everyone who goes to this gym. Some people will disagree with me as well, even the ones who go to the same gym at the same time as me. Everyone has different expectations, everyone has different standards, but to me, Easy Gym, I train in one of the Easy Gyms in Birmingham, over in an area called King's Heath. My experience of this gym is mixed. There's some positive things to say, but today I have just been absolutely annoyed beyond belief. Put it this way, if there was another gym nearby that was worthwhile going to, which wasn't a big trip away. There are other gyms in Birmingham, some excellent gyms, but they're all a bit of a distance away, and I don't want to have to travel miles and miles out. You know, I'm not cutting off my nose to spite my face. I will go to this gym just because simply I have no alternatives. But if I had an alternative, if there is competition, if anyone knows of any gyms nearby worthwhile that is not far to go, then please tell me, because I will go there. As I say, if there were competition nearby which were worthwhile, there's a few gyms but nothing worthwhile. If there was worthwhile competition nearby, I would leave today. I would cancel my membership today at Easy Gym, and I would not hesitate about it, and I would not feel guilty or anything like that, or think, I wish I would stay a member there, because the gym has some serious negatives. Right, let's start with the positives. The gym has fantastic gym equipment. There's a lot of bench presses, the squat racks are decent, a lot of the machines are good, the cardio is fantastic. The equipment in this gym is superb. I can't knock the equipment. They could have a better range of equipment, but you could say that literally about every other single gym out there that is also good. I've never gone into a gym and thought that their equipment is 100% complete. But this is as complete as most gyms are ever going to get. And I've never been in a gym with a better range of equipment than this, only equals. So I will say that the gym is superb for equipment. Whether you're a cardio head, a meat head, it doesn't matter. You will like it. There's some superb equipment. Regards to the amount of weights they have, the dumbbells go up to a semi-decent weight. And there are a reasonable amount of weights in the gym. But that's where we start to get into the problems. You will spend probably half your workout. You don't need to do cardio in this gym, let's put it this way, if you're a weight trainer, because you'll spend half your workout walking around looking for the weights. The members in this gym, and I blame the members as much as the staff, or almost as much as the staff, because the weights are all over the place. Now, when you walk into King's Heath Easy Gym, there is a huge list of rules that you have to abide by, and you're told, if you read it, that you will be kicked out of the gym and your membership will be cancelled without refund if you do not obey these rules. Not once have I ever seen a member of staff in this gym enforce these rules, and one of them is that you put your weights back where they're supposed to be, or in a reasonable place at least. You know, I mean, you don't have to exactly put them on the weights tree, but if you put them somewhere easy to find, easy to access, i.e. you don't leave them on the bar, then that's all we really want, really, isn't it? Is that we can get to the, you know. But the members in this gym think that they can just leave every single one of the weights on the bar, including the collars and anything. And I'll just leave them. They'll get up, finish a set, walk off. Now, half the time, obviously, if you're waiting for a piece of equipment, you don't know whether they're finished or not, because they might go nearby or they might go chat with their mates, and you realise actually they've finished. But because they've left the weight on the bar, you think, oh, they might be going back to it or something. This is obviously something sometimes people do if they're doing a circuit or something. So obviously there was a lot of staff in this gym. I'd say at least 8 members at any point in time, including cleaners, of which I think there's usually one cleaner in there. Not once have I ever seen a member of staff do anything in the weights area or the cardio area other than try and pick up customers. They come up to you, talk to you, and disturb your workout, trying to pick you up as a personal client. Not once have I ever seen them pick up a weight and put it back where it belongs. Or once have I ever seen them go to a member and tell them, come on, guys, this is the rules. They're clearly stated over there. There's no confusion. You have to put the weights back where they belong. Can you clear that up, mate? Or whatever. Or just do it themselves. That's what they're paid to do, and ultimately, if they are on a wage. Now, I don't know how Easy Gym does it, and I suppose, I imagine most of the staff there are probably personal trainers that have to pay the gym to work there. I can understand them not doing it as a result, because all they're going to get, the only way they're going to make money is by doing so many members, training so many members a week to pay off the rent, or that they have to pay to be in there, or they have to give their time, at least probably 2 hours a week, if not more, of personal training sessions. And that's what I will say. If you're into group sessions, they do group sessions there for free. And that's excellent. It's not for me. I've never used it. I can't comment on it, but it's excellent they provide that facility, as do most gyms these days. However, it is annoying when all the stretching equipment and all the boxing equipment, which is a nice feature to have in a gym, not every gym has that, is in the area they always use for their group lessons. Now, the group lessons are on almost all the time, and so as a result, you can't access the stretching equipment. You can't access the boxing equipment. You can never use it, and they never use it in their. They rarely use it even in their group classes, which which you can watch. You see them as you train. They never use it. So why is the equipment over there, which prevents you using it when there's a class on, which, as I say, is the majority of the time, or a large period of time that I'm there, at least anyway. It's annoying. It's really frustrating that you can't access the equipment that you would otherwise use. It's an asset of the gym. Why aren't they using it? As I say, the staff there take over, but they don't provide any assistance. They don't spot anyone. They don't clean up weights. They don't give anyone just free advice. They don't give support. They're never there to watch anyone or help anyone. They're there just to make, obviously, their money for their personal training. So guys, yeah, so the battery camera of the camera just went out. The last point I was making, as I say, was regards to the staff of the gym. They are just not helpful in any way that I find, any way possible. The last time I spoke to a member of the staff in that gym was when I became a member and they were getting money out of me. Other than that, I just don't see them. I see them sat on their sofas talking to one another. I see them huddled in a corner having a bit of a laugh with one another. And I see them occasionally training people who have hired them as personal trainers and giving the group classes. But other than that, I just don't ever see them doing anything useful for the gym. Now, as I say, my point is I understand if that's the way they've been hired. But in that case, the gym is an unmanned gym, in theory. And there are unmanned gyms, 24/7 gyms, where there's only one member of staff just to cover the basic health and safety laws and all the rest of it. These 24/7 gyms, you normally pay, like £10 a month. We're paying double that. And it's still cheap, £20 a month. It's so cheap. So I'm not expecting a lot out of this gym. But if we are in, or who've been given the impression when we join as a member that we're in a staffed gym, we expect the staff to do stuff. If not, lower the goddamn membership. Now, when we first joined, me and my wife, I think it was less than £15 a month. I'm paying best part of £20 a month now to be part of this gym. I'll put the price up as soon as you join. After a few months, the price goes up. And it keeps going up as well. So they sneak it up like that. Now, you're not on a contract, so they're allowed to do that. Just in the same way that you're allowed to leave whenever you want, as long as you give 5 days notice. I think that's what it is anyway, but give some kind of notice. And that's excellent, because there are some gyms out there, like the one down the road that I'd consider joining, that you have to give 6 months notice that you want to leave, right? And you're on a contract. So this is why there are gyms nearby, but they're not as flexible. Easy Gym have done really well with some of their features. This is not just me slagging off Easy Gym. I'm praising it. I like the gym in some ways, but they're making it unusable, and they're seriously messing their members up with the way that the staff are acting. If there are no staff, you've got to charge less, guys. If the staff aren't doing what the staff are supposed to be doing, if that's what they're supposed to be doing, is helping, they're not doing it. You need to know this, guys. Now, in my little rants and raves, did put this up on Twitter. I do a lot of Twitter. I always put my workouts up alongside, this as a supplement to my YouTube. And people do read them and all the rest of it. And I put up at the end of my workout, basically, what a waste of time today's training session at the gym was here at Easy Gym. Oops, sorry, I dropped the camera. At Easy Gym. The staff need to be trained properly, and they basically need to run the gym properly, something along those lines, right? That's not verbatim, but it's pretty much what I was saying. And all Easy Gym did, they didn't even apologise. They didn't say sorry that you had a negative experience today, or sorry that your workout wasn't as good as it could have been. We do apologise for this. You can contact us here to put a formal complaint in, or whatever, They didn't handle it professionally, in my opinion. All they said was basically, if I was to I'll say what they said, was basically, oh, please follow us. Follow you? What? For messing up my workout? Okay, so follow us and DM, personal message, direct messages, regards what's been going on. I.e., will you stop making this public and follow us also on Twitter, and women might talk to you. What the hell? If I've got an opinion, it's a public gym. If I've got an opinion on a gym that I'm a member of, that I'm paying to be a membership on, I should be allowed to give my opinion. And it's important that the public out there who are thinking about joining particular gyms know the truth about it. That's why I thought, I'm going to film a YouTube video on this. I wouldn't normally do this, because I think a business needs as much support as possible to succeed. And I'm not one to damage businesses. And this isn't out there to damage it. It's just telling you what the truth of my personal experience is. I feel that on Twitter to try and shut me up was awful, and it's not like I went really out of my way I'm just saying what a waste of time today's workout was. And my wife put something on there basically saying on her Twitter that don't any staff work here in Easy Gym. It's a valid point to make. You need to sort it out. And yes, if they said, "Oh, we'll apologise for this today," if you can just direct message us more details on the matter, we'll see what we can do to fix it. Maybe even, I'm not looking for conversation, but conversation or whatever. They just handled it in a more professional manner. I wouldn't be so as angry as I am, but I am. I don't think that's right. Just to basically tell you, shut up and just tell us directly. Don't tell us publicly. Or rant and rave about us publicly. It's a public goddamn service. So the public need to hear what people experience and feel about it. They don't want to hear just the positives, they also want to hear the negatives, right? Now, it's not all about the staff and the way the gym is run. The gym, as I say, I've gone on about a lot of the good features of the gym, but not all the facilities are as they are mentioned on the website or how you're told about when you first go there for your induction. If you like water facilities, don't join this gym. The changing rooms are an afterthought in the gym, in my opinion. I have been in a lot better changing facilities in hardcore bodybuilding gyms, not alone other gyms like David Lloyd's, Virgin, a lot more of the franchise gyms, okay? Fitness First, when they used to be around, I think they're still around, but they're not as big a company as they used to be. I used to be a member there. The water facilities in this gym are terrible. I'm not talking swimming pools, right? There's no advertisement that there's a swimming pool. There is no swimming pool, right? Which I like. I like my saunas, my steam rooms, so on and so forth. But I know that you pay a premium to be a member of a gym of that kind of calibre, right? I mean, most places like David Lloyd's will charge probably twice the price, okay? Or most places with a swimming pool will charge twice the price than what this gym is charging. As I say, I'm not expecting the world from these guys, but it's nice to have some proper showers. Now, the showers they have are okay. The showers themselves are fine. But first of all, when you go on the induction, you're not even told there are any. And my God, are they hidden? I didn't even know there was even changing rooms. I just thought there were lockers. And that was it in this place. And the lockers are public. They're right like on the gym floor itself, right? There are changing rooms, but they're quite well hidden. But the men's ones are, at least anyway. I thought they only had the female ones, just to give them somewhere to go if they needed it, right? You're not even told that there's toilets there. I mean, that is how shit the induction was when I first went there. Not I'm too bothered. I mean, I can find the places for myself, but it's nice to be told, right? Now, I did not really know there were showers there. And when you go, the showers are there, but the lockers, right? The lockers where you keep your towel and all the rest of it and your valuables and stuff, your lockers are in the main gym floor. So what, you're going to tell me to walk naked for the gym to get to the shower? It does not make sense. Now, there are some lockers hidden away, and we're talking a handful of lockers next to the showers. Again, you've got to find them. You've got to look for them. And they are always taken. And they're not taken by people in the shower. There's no one in the shower when they've been taken. I assume they've been taken by staff. And I get that, right? The staff have to be clean and presentable. Not that you see them, but when you do, you don't really want smelly staff, do you? But surely they should have their own staff water facilities, okay? And that's an assumption on my part. There may be members taking the lockers, but the whole point is that the lockers next to the showers are all damn near impossible to get, and that the facilities to dry yourself, i.e. where the lockers are next to the showers, is like a box. I mean, it's tiny. You'll have to drape through. But when it's an afterthought, as I say. The water facilities there are there so they can tick the box and say, yes, we have showers, yes, we have toilet facilities and lockers and all the rest of it, but they are inadequate enough to make it so it's very difficult to use, to the point where you just say, sod it, I'm going home and having a shower at home. Now, obviously it doesn't affect me too much because I don't tend to go to work straight away after that. But if I was, I don't know what, I don't think I'd be a member of that gym, because you can't go to work all smelly and sweaty, right? So if you're using this gym to go to work, you know, in your lunch break or before you go to work or whatever, then it's not suitable for you. That's my opinion. I don't think it would be suitable unless you want to stink out everyone else in the office or wherever you work, or the warehouse or whatever you do. It's just not suitable. The water facilities are a serious, significant afterthought, mainly because of the placement of the lockers. I just don't get why the lockers aren't in the changing room, or why there's a much more significant proportion of lockers in the changing room, because it just makes it almost impossible to use, right? Unless, as I say, you're like walking naked in front of everyone, which no one's going to do, right? Obviously, this is my experience in the male changing areas. I don't know what it's like in the females, if it's better, but in the male changing areas, it's just like most things, the females have probably got it really nice, right? But the men have got it really bad. I'll tell you that for nothing. Everything else about the gym, as I say, I am pleased with the gym. I don't want to leave it. I'm in one of those positions where I want to leave the gym because I've just got sick and tired of the way the members act. They have no etiquette. And it's not just me thinking it. I was training the other day when I was training legs and actually managed to get on the squat rack, right? The guy next to me in the other squat rack was talking to me, and he hadn't been there for about 4 or 5 years. And he said it was the same then, it's the same now. No one knows the basic etiquette that you have to possess to be in a proper gym. Now, it's not something you're taught at school, and unless you've got a good coach, it's not something you're taught by someone else, right? It's something that you have to learn from the gym, and being in a gym that helps you. They're not telling you off. You don't need to slap on the wrist saying this is how you do it or whatever. You just need to say, by the way, guys, you know, in the gym, you know, when someone's lifting, you don't go up to the rack when they're lifting and take the weights off right next to them, because you're going to put them off. You don't go around, you know, when you finish, can you at least make an attempt to put the weights back? Now, I was always taught at the gyms that I used to go that you leave 60 kilos on the bar. You leave a 20 each side, or an empty bar, one of the two, but 20 kilos aside as a warm-up weight for everyone in that gym. So you just leave 20 kilos aside. I can understand not doing that in a gym like this, where most people are probably lifting only 30 to 40 kilos to start off with, or if not an empty bar. I could get being told off for leaving to 20 aside, even though that's what I was taught. But I was taught also, yeah, you know what, if in doubt, leave an empty bar, right? Don't leave, I mean, it's not like they're leaving weights on the bar. They're leaving, say, 25 kilos on one side and 40 kilos on the next. Or when they take the weights off the bar, you know, because that's where all the weights are, you've got to go find a random squat bar or a bench press bar and strip them down to get your own weights. They take them off unequally. So they take off 20 off one side and leave the full weight on the other side. Well, guess what, guys? Moments. Bars flip. You leave one weight what side of the bar heavier than the other, the bar's going to flip, and I've seen it in competition, that bar will go flying, and it will kill people, you know, if you get hit. It's dangerous, you know. Any powerlifter out there will tell you how dangerous it is having anything more than, well, you know, having unequal weights on both sides. You know, it's absolutely appalling that people do that and are not picked up on it. Now, no one needs a slap on the wrist the first time round. They just need to be told. Second time round, maybe they've just forgotten. Third time round, that's when you start slapping the wrist and maybe banning them if they keep doing it. Especially with things like that, which is dangerous. But they're not being told. The staff here do not care. As I say, it's more like an unmanned gym. Or charge unmanned prices of £10 an hour or whatever. Sorry, not £10 an hour, £10 a month or whatever, £12 a month. Start charging those kind of prices, guys, because otherwise people are going to leave. And people have left. The gym is not as busy as it used to be. It got busy for one point, but then people just leave, you know, because you're not on a contract. You're not, you're not bound to the gym for a while. The gym today was empty, and that's what annoys me. The gym was empty. and I still could not have a decent workout. It just makes me so annoyed and frustrated. And the fact they try to shut me up over it on Twitter, that is just not a professional attitude from their their perspective, in my opinion. That's not professional. You need to hear what people are saying. You need to improve your business if it's going to survive. And I'm not the only one saying this. I'm the only one saying it publicly. That's the difference, or one of the few saying it publicly. There are other gyms. I mean, when the battery cut out, I had a chance. My wife was looking at alternative gyms for me in the area. There are a few above Poundland, and there's a hardcore gym. But that's men only, so I don't want to go there because it means I can't take my wife. There's Sports Direct gym down the road. Looks fine. I'm considering going to there and checking it out, but you got to have a 12-month contract there with a 6-month cancellation. Well, we're hoping to potentially move house in about 18 months' time, so I don't really want to commit to a long-term contract. If it was only a 3-month contract or something, or no contract at all, I would definitely consider moving there. There are other gyms I know of in the area, but they're just a little bit further away. If you're making the day trip every day and you do have restricted time, it's just not suitable. If anyone else knows of anywhere decent, please let me know. And Easy Gym, you're listening to this, you're watching this, then please comment or contact me, and fix this, please. I am so annoyed from someone who's actually a fan of your equipment, fan of big parts of your gym, but the important parts of your gym. I'm a fan, but the negatives are starting to outweigh the positives, I will say, about this gym now. It's starting to wear thin my patience with this place. And as I say, the great thing is there's no contract. I can leave whenever I want, pretty much, as long as I give a few days' notice before the money comes out for the next month. But beyond that, I can leave, I think I've said my bit. I think I've covered all the points. Crappy water facilities, useless staff, poor management, equipment not being really where it's, you can use it because of the gym classes. Recently they rearranged the equipment and they've got rid of basically a third of the dumbbells. Well, that's not great for us, is it? There's less equipment now and we're still paying the same amount, or more than when I first joined. So there's that point as well, which I didn't make. But overall, the equipment is good. There's quite a bit of it. There needs to be more weights, absolutely. Not only because they're hard to find, but because there isn't that many free weights either. There's not many plates, like 20-kilogram plates, for example, seem to be as rare as rock and horse shit. I mean, there's plenty of 25s, but no 20Ts. What is with that, But that can be forgiven, right? But that's the end of the video. Nice one, guys.